Okay, so we are here ready to go for our final match of Saturday. It is our Tier 1 teams, Outcast versus Three of a Kind. Three of a Kind being the current reigning champs of the tier at the moment. I mean, we're only in, this is game 3 for both teams, actually, so it's not really that deep into the actual thing at the moment. But Outcast is following close behind.
It is the battle of the standings, pretty much, right now.
Yeah, I mean, could be. Three of a Kind has a commanding lead, I think, in the map differential. That even unless there was a full-on full sweep, whereas 3 wins, I don't think it's possible for. Yeah, no, it's actually even then, it's not even possible for Outcast to take over the remaining spot. They would still be short in a 3-0. They would still actually be short by 1, but they would be right on the tail, right? So that ends up it's a good one for them to try and actually end up getting that climb for.
I got a feeling this is a game 5 series.
This very well could be. All right, and I do actually have the okay from both teams. Yeah, I'm just right here. And I'll start.
That
okay.
1 point differential. Jeez. That goes back to their game against ADL.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. And I mean, ADL was a pretty hardcore contender at one point in time, and the only people to take maps from them was Outcast. So this is gonna be one of those defining moments, I guess, for both teams here. They will have another chance to face one another, obviously, but
this is good.
It's a good way to start it, right?
Get your popcorns ready, because this is gonna be one hell of a night.
Definitely. And we are at moment for. I'm just waiting for the official okay, because they gave me a ready check just as I was starting the stream. I just want to make sure that they're
ready to go.
Ready.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to do it if somebody was just like, oh, okay, he said give him 2 seconds, and then they stepped away or something like that. But I'm definitely thinking that there's going to be a dive and then typical meta, especially with some of the Genji buffs. Komori, I feel, is actually going to end up being tight on that Genji. Gyros, I know from a previous league,
yes.
And he's done some Genji, but I do see him on things like Doomfist and everything. I think a little bit more often. Actually,
I can see him on Widow as well.
Yeah, he was actually. Oh yeah, that's right. He was hits. No, that was where he was in the other league that I saw him in. He was actually primarily hit scan.
So,
if I go and take a look at his profile here, yeah, he's gonna be a lot of McCree.
And Widow.
Oh, he's got Genji on here. So yeah, okay, I do remember that then correctly.
Yeah, he's got Genji in him, but I feel like he's more of that hit scan DPS player.
I think we'll see a lot more in the way of double shield from Outcast, anyways. Myself. But I just happen to know that Three of a Kind does have dive in their repertoire.
Agenda. I could definitely see it in most of these games. You're not gonna see a lot of Reinhardt from them unless needed. These guys usually want to set the tone.
All right, so we got one ready. Sorry, I just want to make sure this gets going ASAP here because we're a little behind with double checking stuff and getting people all in here and waiting on
this is like the pre-game show.
Yeah, exactly.
Before the Shock versus Philly tomorrow. This is one of the premier games tonight, and tomorrow we ended off with Overwatch League with the best 2 teams in the house fighting. The defending champions versus the surprising team in Philadelphia Fusions, which I did not think this season they will be dominant like that.
I know, this was surprising for them as well.
I'm just like in shock, and I'm just like, all right, New York, you got to step up.
Excellent. We got both teams are on the dock, ready to go. Let's get this started. Lijiang Tower. I can't remember if we happen to have. I mean, we got some good hit scans. Would they be ballsy enough to try rocking a Pharah Pharmacy, or are we going to see some Echo maybe? I'm not entirely certain. We're going to be starting off in
Lingzai.
the control center. For those of you guys watching, 3 of a kind will be in red, and we have gold for Outcasts.
Oh, okay. Well, my colors are a little different on my end, but I'll remember that.
Yeah, just remember left is Outcasts, and then right is 3 of a kind.
Right, 3 of a kind.
Ready for battle.
Ooh. Man, who do I put the spotlight? Oh, okay, whipping out the Torb. Oh, I like this already. I
Hero
like this
going.
already.
Could be a troll move. You never know. You never know with people. They always play around with things while they're inside the
True.
spawn
But
zones.
right now, this is an interesting comp for both teams. Double, well, you called it earlier, double shield from Outcast. So let's see. Yep, you were right. And just when I got happy, they're going to do this.
Interesting. It's showing that there are messages in chat, but I'm not actually seeing any messages in the chat.
Switch to
Yeah. I thought it just popped up saying there was 3 messages. It might be actually additional viewers that actually maybe was it. And then Reinhardt gets in behind. Does get Kiro picked off though.
oh boy, this is even.
Caption makes it out barely.
Well, this is gonna be 3 of a kind's point. Just like that. Oh, okay, Reinhardt.
Alright, we go for the aggressive hold at this choke here, which is
And they just gotta
essentially
play,
one of the
so
strong points.
pretty much both teams are gonna want to be the aggressors right away. So right now it's looking like 3 of a kind is gonna be that aggressive team.
First shatter comes out, gets nobody. Second shatter comes out to follow through.
Yeah, this is 3 of a
Oh!
kind.
And Nine accidentally throws himself off the ledge. I mean, granted, it may have actually been a reset move.
Honestly,
It could have been.
It was a reset move. I mean, you don't want to ult feed these guys. These guys are no joke. So.
Exactly.
I think this Lucio needs to back up a little bit and go behind that right here.
Out comes Grab. And the coordination with these guys right now is just...
If you're Outcast, what do you have to do? Because right now 3 of a kind is having a kill.
Well, it's really going to be hard to, like, they're going against a Brawl team right now that does not have the...
Oh, mercy.
That is unfortunate. Out comes Dragon Blade, and we do happen to have... Oh, that was actually a really long beat for a second. It wouldn't have saved anybody, but...
But they're not going to be able to cap this point right away. And the more they hold on to the point, it's going to be that point differential for 3 of a kind. So you can actually give up a point right here and have like 82. Or actually, they're going to have this whole team fight right now.
When they're coming back, they're actually taking back from that. That's
so unfortunate. If you're Outcast, you're hard. That's unfortunate. That Reinhardt tried it. Oh no. That's... Wow.
seriously, Caption and Diva Suit are really nutty. Tank combo right there.
I'm in shock that Outcast did not win that point. Very in shock.
Don't just stand around. Do something.
And yeah, well, here goes the dive. As I called it out. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. We're gonna see some actual dive.
I wasn't surprised that we were gonna see that. It was just when were we going to see it?
Hey, Jupiters, welcome to the stream. Shouldn't you be asleep? Aren't you in NA? Isn't it like 1 o'clock in the morning for you?
Or EU. Or
That's right. That's what I meant to say.
Super.
Basically.
Alright.
Outcasts go for the teleport strat to quickly get on point. Turrets are up and running. This gives them quite a bit of pressure advantage at the moment. And they are melting away. That dude, Gyarados and that tracking on that was pretty solid.
That was beautiful. Oh, this is what I like about the river. They're gonna just back up, they're gonna reset. Oh, maybe not. They're gonna get a pick on some.
Strong one to get the pick on, except for the fact that she is back up and running.
Right, but
Jeremiah,
you take away the mercy. Oh, this is
and we are going to see some of the ballsiness from Farah.
But this is a smart move if you're trying.
She is a fantastic pick on this map. You have, regardless of whether you have a good hit scan, we do actually see both Echo and Farah. We're going both birds.
Look at the emoji for the brick on the disrespect already from the captain of the team. Wow, that's sending a message.
Hey, mind games are like half of this.
Oh, absolutely. I do a lot of that. Here, Pecan won't back away. Oh.
Interesting.
Server's close to an unexpected error?
Initiating.
What? Oh no. I don't know what that, I mean, I guess we have to play it out again. Like, there's not really a whole lot we can do in this one.
It should be a one zip, and then the next one should be the decider.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, just for this one particular round.
If
That
they tie it
is
up, then the next one will
so
decide.
bad.
That's crazy. So the score right now is 1-0, 3 of a kind.
Ready for
The
battle.
next one.
I'm
Next
doing a
round
quick
will
pause
be the
here because
we will have that announcement, right? Officially, it's 1-0, 3 of a kind. First round.
what do we know what the percent was before it crashed? Because we could
You're just gonna have to replay the second round.
Well,
Honestly.
my thought process is if we end up letting, because if Outcast does have the point right now, if we had the percent that it was before,
We're just
we
gonna
can
have
see.
to go back to the stream real quick and actually rewind
Oh.
real quick a little bit.
Caption actually says they don't mind actually having a clean slate 0-0 Li Jiang. Well,
Oh.
I don't know.
No, just announce that it's 1-0 favor of 3 of a kind. First match, because they clearly won that, and that the next 2 rounds will be the deciding factor. I mean, it is only fair. I mean, to 3 of a kind. I even though they don't mind it, but I think. Damn, that's heartbreaking. It was getting good too, man. What's going
It
on with
was.
Jeff, fix your servers, man. I'm saying this on live. Fix your servers, man. Don't wonder why nobody likes Overwatch half of the time. I'm the only goon who has the guts to say that on live. You're welcome. Just don't be like me. And while we have this technical difficulty resolved, let's take a look at the updates from Overwatch League right now. Vancouver is destroying Boston right now 2-0. I'm not surprised. I mean, Boston sucks. Jerry can't carry. So, I'm not surprised Vancouver wants to take frustrations out. And Toronto got destroyed by Dallas, even though Dallas is trash.
And Caption, you are fantastic. So here's what we're actually going to do. We're going to allow, because of the situation, we're going to start it as a 3-0 for, sorry, a 1-0 for 3 of a kind on Li Jiang. So they still have 2 rounds that they actually have to complete. We will actually unpause and then. Okay, wait, what?
I was thinking that was going to be the decision to do the 2-round completion. Well, I mean, the best.
1 sec here. I'm actually just going to get them to quickly vote between the captains here. At Caption, at Light.
Or we could just have a best of 5 in Lingjai.
I'd have to go and change all the
scores and stuff. Damn, that's heartbreaking though. This was a good second round. Damn. I was like, okay. This is a good time for Outcasts to fix on their mistakes early. If I had to say, take advantage of the technical difficulties and see what you could do to counter three of a kind. And if you're three of a kind, you just do what you've been doing to start off the match. And we do thank everybody for being patient. We're trying to get these games on as fast as we can. And we will have an official word in a couple minutes.
Nope. We they actually agreed to a full-on reset.
Okay, so before we get this started, so the situation is the server just got closed. So we are going to have a 1-0 lead for three of a kind. They will have to complete 2 rounds.
No, we're doing a full-on reset. We're doing a full reset.
So it's going to be 0-0?
Yep.
Okay. Never mind. So we will have practically a best of 5 in Lingjai. What a way to start this series. How about that? I mean, it is prime time.
Initiating match.
I just hope these servers doesn't close. So what happens if the server closes again?
Could not say.
Do we do another full reset, or do we have to actually give the team credit for that particular round?
We couldn't. I mean, I don't know if we could actually stay too long.
I'm guessing if it happens again, whoever wins the first round will have to just take the first point. Man, I mean, if you're Outcast, you live another day to try to get the first win, and if you're three of a kind, you're just like, damn.
So sorry for the delay. We are now starting half an hour later than we expected, although it was only really 15 minutes of actual game time. So we're coming back into this.
Round 1 again. And look who we got. We got Flowers.
Oh wow, we got tons of
switches. Oh boy.
Well, I was gonna say tons of comments in here that I actually was not able to catch up with.
This is interesting right now. I'm gonna get the point. Oh boy, I like the strike grab. I'm gonna actually capture the point. Question. Oh. This is looking like it's gonna be three of a kind again. Wow. Yep, this is three of a kind's point. And can you believe that? Now I know why they said they don't mind the full reset. Just like that, three of a kind, dominating. I'm not too surprised. But now if you're Outcast, now you know what they did first. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. You gotta try to count.
They are giving the space they happen to need here.
Alright.
Now comes the first shatter.
Watch out. Watch out.
We got a counter tire.
Yes, a counter tower is right, but Junkrat got yeeted by the Genji. Boy, Outcat, I mean, pardon me, three of a kind is just like, yeah, okay, we'll beat them again in this section of the map yet again. Early on.
And as they actually get the... Oh no, and as they come in...
Team kill. Oh, he's too scared to come out of spawn. Oh.
It would not be... I don't know about scared, it's probably just smart. He doesn't want to beat all charge. He knows that they're just going to be spamming and all that jazz.
Absolutely, that was a smart move.
It was the right move for sure. Oh, and getting some of the deflected back. arrows. And I do like how, because they kind of have... Oh! That Reinhardt got charged out of the way of the,
Okay.
What is going on?
Oh boy. Time out. We are having too many technical difficulties. It was definitely going to be 3 of a kind's point, even though Outcast was getting ready to catch the point. And if I'm not mistaken, 3 of a kind had like what, almost an 87% of that point captured.
Yeah, I'm going to try and remake the server. I'm going to disconnect from it, re-invite all the people in the
Oh boy. Is it on NA servers?
Yeah, no, it's definitely on NA servers, but part of the thing here is, so let's go... this is going to take a moment, guys, and I'm going to have to actually apologize for some of the delays, because...
This is unfortunate right now. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're just going to remake the server here. This is...
Yeah, I'm gonna leave my...
Why did it go to game chat? Interesting, and now it took me out of the actual game chat.
Oh boy.
Alright, we're gonna go here, move me, there, invite. Actually, I gotta change lobby settings. Okay, map, we're gonna go none. We're gonna do Lijiang here real quick here. We're gonna have to go lobby, increase. I'm not even gonna bother renaming anything at this point in time. Actually, you know what, I'll do just the title things here. Let's get invites out to there.
Let's get the teams in first.
That's what I'm doing.
And wow,
And then
this is very unfortunate.
I know, right?
Oh wait, let me appear online real quick.
Oh yeah.
My fault. Alright, I'm online. Oh boy. I know for these players they must be pissed off. I don't blame them.
I honestly do not blame them either.
Oh my god. I mean, if you're 3 of a kind, it's just like they practically won each of the first round, and it's just like, are we gonna do a full reset?
We're gonna have to, but we're also gonna see about changing the map too at the same time.
To a different map?
Yeah, I'm gonna instead.
So we're gonna start with a hyper map?
No, we're gonna.
You know, this is as far as I go casting. I did not expect for this much technical difficulties tonight.
It happens.
Man, Ling's Eye is bad luck right now.
Okay, so I need to quickly end up moving. Oh, I need to invite you.
Yep.
This is so irritating. Why can't they just get their shit in order?
This is just crazy.
Servers. I've actually not had any problems with this all friggin' day, and then just for this.
Just for this good game. Oh god, somebody dipped, I think.
Nope. I just moved them over to the other thing here. Okay, so I need to scroll up to where we had our rosters, so I can just make sure I have it correct. So it's Marvel, Igeros. Empire and Knee were the tanks.
Boy, if this happens again.
I know, right?
Then what do we do? Are we gonna just have to...
I honestly... Well, we may end up having to call it with absolutely nothing for the night and reschedule it later on in the season. Maybe not this week, but...
next week.
Yeah. Okay, Komori's in. Perfect. Great. Everybody's in good spots. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to end up quickly. Give me a number between 1 and 10. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 1 and 10. Give me 1 and 10. I can do it that way.
7.
7. All right.
I was thinking we could either give... I mean, there's multiple ways if we could try to get in this match. We could either give half of the points to 3 of a kind, knowing that they practically did win both first rounds. Take it from there and see what's up. But then again, it wouldn't be fair to Outcast. Even though technically speaking, they lost the first round. Technically speaking.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make it fair for both teams, you know. One should be up for 3 of a kind, but you know. Trust me, I don't want to be that, you know, douche and like. And I guess Link Shy will be the final map. What happened?
No, it's just in the game chat here. We got the person from Outcast. It's like, so we took map 1 then? And it's like, no. Good try, though. Good try, though. It's like,
honestly, 3 of a kind took round 1. Honestly. Should we play it like that? Play the 1-0 2-round match? Just so we could get at least the first game in? Or should we just have a clean slate start?
I'm just going to get the final decision on any changes or ready checks.
We're going to have a full reset here for the last time.
Well, we were going to do a full reset anyway, so we're ready, no changes. Perfecto. That's go one Ilios. Teamer.
Oh. Why Ilios? Why couldn't it be Oris's? Damn, or anything else? No, I'm kidding. Is it that special that we want to see all the Lucio players and the Roadhogs come out?
This, seriously, it was, okay, we're ready. We're good to go. So irritating.
Okay. We're going to Ilios now. In a 0-0 game. Because we're doing a full reset again. What a night.
Initiating match.
Well, now again, Outcast has, I guess, 3rd time is the charm. How about that?
All right.
It'll be shocking if Outcast wins this first round, like the entire first game, after the 2 unexpected errors.
I can't believe I have not once seen that. Not since watching people use saved presets. Well, I just mean like for our league match where we've actually had the servers crash multiple times in a single map. We actually had one that I was kind of fiddling with that actually ended up locking where you were located to only being able to pick certain heroes. and I had to modify it every time a new hero was introduced. And after the first modification for Sigma, I was the only one that actually had no problems with it, but the other casters, for some reason, no issues whatsoever. Alright, so they are moving to point, both of which are using a monkey in such a tiny area, too. It's crazy. It looks like they're probably going to end up capturing and then probably moving out to do the fight outside of point.
Oh boy. This is looking like 3 of a kind's point. It is 3 of a kind's point. Yep, it's 3 of a kind's point. Just like that. Boy, if you're 3 of a kind, just stop humiliating them. Like, you get it. You won the first round. Just stop it. Actually, don't stop it. Just take your round back. Oh! Man. You know, this is the TNT battle right now.
Oh no, and he gets punched into oblivion, but they do get him back up. Kamori is back up and alive, and that is... Oh, we're seeing some Gyros actually on the Genji.
Genji, that's what I was getting ready to say. It's the Genji battle. Outcast might but they're not necessarily on the point.
Well, they did happen to get Kempire on, or KB Empire. Oh, and right as his shatter comes out, he gets it taken out. That is unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. I don't think he should have fought that right here. Considering the fact that his team was going down. Yeah. Ouch. If you're Outcast, that hurts. For the next team fight, that hurts.
Oh, and the beat comes out, and now they're gonna get onto that Doomfist.
This is an 81 to 0 percentage in the games. We have another
85. We get close to the end of a map, and then it's just like, well, okay, we gotta keep an eye on what the percentage is.
I think we'll do that. We'll just count the numbers just in case.
Well, luckily, if it does crash, I'll just take a quick look over at my phone, because I have the stream running at this point in time, and I'll be able to actually tell exactly. There's about like a 5-6 second delay.
They practically won for their streak. Practically won each round. God's sake.
Well, they was no. It was. I'd say Outcast was actually had the only charge on point 2, right?
Yes, and then first point they were actually gonna take the point from Very in the full reset, even though Very had. Okay, so it is 1-0. Very round 2.
How'd a guy like you get a nickname like Sparrow anyway?
Never do I ever want this to end up happening again.
Man, I'm not judging it. What will it happen? You know, imagine it happens when nobody captures the point, then at least we know we don't have to worry about the second round. I mean, we don't. And it's looking like again, they're going down. It's like 7 seconds left, so the point is...
I gotta give it to friggin' 3 of a kind support right now. Like, look how deep that 3 of a kind is, and... That was a little aggressive. And it may cost them, who knows?
3 of a kind will have the 5 point advantage. 6 going on to 10. Okay, so they have 10. Oh, hold on. That Widow is is just dangerous. So they have a 15.
And we got Genji hunting down the other Genji.
Going on 20% for
Oh, it's unfortunate for Light Emitter, who actually gets taken out. And right now, Komori ends up finishing off the other support, which is not going to go bode well for them.
Oh my god. So it is 32% for 3 of a kind.
And we're probably looking at a Genji Blade that's coming up very shortly. I mean, he's already got it, so I'm expecting it to come out very soon. Here we go. He does get 2.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
Oh no, Empire
This Widow is popping off.
tempting the fate there. And Diva is giving good support to this friggin' Widowmaker right now, like standing right back behind Kiro, making sure that no damage is getting through.
Right now, this is an 80. Oh. It's not fair anymore.
Beat comes out in order to block the damage coming out from the Hog.
Oh my god.
And Marvel takes out Kiro. Onto the Genji now. He needs to kind of back off a little bit. He needs to kind of regroup. And he does get caption.
But guess what?
Oh, but they couldn't get to point. For round 1.
We finally got a game in.
Play of the game.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not surprised this was playing a game. This was nasty. Yeah, this was
I like how it on the screen as soon as it starts going to play the game. Like, it's such a weird bug where every now and then it just flips the colors. Well, that time it gave them neon blue, which neither team on my screen is. Oh, Light Emitter is agreeing to some he wants. They like the mind games. That's one thing that I actually have to appreciate when it comes down to like whether teams will or will accept BM or not. Sometimes it is like you know what, both teams. All right, let's keep it tasteful then, folks. We have BM initiated.
Oh. What is the BM?
Bad manners. So being able to like crouch spam and.
Oh boy.
But I gotta appreciate it when they do like it, because I mean, mind games are on its own another form of the warfare that you have in this. And that gets into people's heads.
I love it. I'm the man of the hour that usually does it when I'm out there.
Hybrid.
If needed to, of course. If needed. Oh, should I predict that King's Row is probably going to be the next map?
Maybe actually, yeah. I could see King's Row being chosen. Especially considering I think Outcasts knows that 3 of a kind does happen to happen. You know what? I'm going to actually change these while I'm waiting for that change, and I have to move. We're taking Walnut in for Lexus.
Okay.
And we do have somebody who seemingly has left the building.
Apparently.
King's Row, we're switching Axe into... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Actually, it is kind of what I wanted. So we're going King's Row as you predicted. I mean, it is silly popular. And I think it actually is... It's also one of those ones where I think knowing that I mean, dive can obviously be used pretty well on King's Road too, but some of the other ones actually have.
Oh, I wouldn't
Like-
doubt that 3 of a kind is gonna go dive on King's Row, especially since they're on attack.
Oh, definitely. But I think that
So-
like things like Nimbani, it's insanely strong on things like Eichenwald not as prevalent, but like Hollywood, it's good and everything. And I think they may be trying to keep it where it's like it's in that neutral ground where either can actually be silly
Right.
strong, right? And I'm just doing this real quick here, just because why not? And then swap KB for Kurashi. Or Kurishi, sorry. Ass. They don't know the days of us putting finger my ass.
Oh, ooh, oh boy. I probably don't even want to know what's going on the league chat. Maybe I do. Maybe I want to investigate.
Well, if you look at 333, they actually put ass.
The trash talking. Listen, 3 of a kind. Don't let me be the one to end your streak next season. I'm issuing that challenge of a rematch. Right here, right now, live.
All right.
Your ass is mine next season. Just remember that.
All right, both teams are ready. Let's go King's Row.
And I'll make sure that King's Row will be the one I get my payback next season. But until then, I'm just a caster, so I can't talk smack. Anyway, to be continued.
All right. Back to the good stuff.
You see, this is what I call the power of the mic. Nacho before I get fired.
Ready for battle.
I mean, oh boy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that a Widow is out here, considering what she did in Ilios.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Komori, Genji, he's dangerous. I never want to play. Actually, I never want to play against him, but I have a lot of respect for him. No, I'm kidding. I definitely want to play against him, but I have a lot of respect.
Where the heck do I have it here?
Greetings, 5, 4,
3, 2. Let's see who's gonna be the one to have the last smack talking.
All right, now it looks like they're gonna immediately make sure that they actually have control over Hotel. A nice, good, strong point for this one here. Diva Suit repositioning onto the high ground. This does give them good chunk of options.
They gotta be careful for the Widow. Oh boy.
And Komori grabbing 2 right off the hop. This actually gives them a great opening.
Oh, but that's 2 right back.
Oh yeah, they just return the favor.
Yeah, but guess what? They C9 the point. Oh no. They C9 the first tick.
Sometimes that's not so bad if you need to win the team fight and you give a little percentage. Sometimes that kind of thing is not something you should really frown at. Because otherwise you lose the team fight, you just lose the point, right? Or you lose more percentage. So they gave up a little bit went into the hotel there to make sure that they could actually end up securing the fight. A nice, good first pick on Keegan. I just saw a little stutter in the actual server second. I hope it's...
That's already just got yeeted. Excuse me.
Nice little bomb there.
I guess both teams are filling each other out still.
Yep, definitely.
And guess what Mori just did? Oh, but it's not gonna matter. It's doing Okay, Pine. Okay, Pine. Listen, just because we know you can hit headshots doesn't mean you have to, you know. Just no, don't do it. Widow, stop, Widow. This is
Tried getting a few cheeky picks as they're coming out of spawn. Oh, and he's been found. He's Zarya coming up to contest there. That did force him out. It was a solid plan from Outcast there.
Will it matter? This is trouble.
Oh, and the shatter comes out, and they just light emitter actually just hopped behind the Reinhardt shield, right in time. And follow up with another shatter. Again, not really grabbing anybody. Everybody's fragments at a time.
I mean, which is a smart move by Three of a Kind. As much as they can, you know, until they get smacked.
To an extent, yeah. I mean, right now, Outcasts have a really strong choke that they're actually holding. If the payload doesn't get too far beyond this, then it doesn't matter whether it's going a little bit.
Gonna be dead. That Mercy's gonna be dead. That Widow has just gotten that Mercy.
Oh, it looks like Kiro is taken on a flank, while the rest of the team is actually still mid-fight. Bob comes out, does give a little reprieve to Axe.
Everybody's focus is on that Widow now. I mean, the other team has to come and take the
Oh!
Widow. I mean, that distracts them.
Nice shatter comes out, but a nice block came out from Walnut.
The teabag from the Widow. Oh my.
And he solo shatters the light emitter there.
This is how you know the smack talking is really going on. Listen, there's no respect in the tier 1 division. Anything can happen.
Oh, they actually, since they agreed to the BM and everything, that's the same respect. If they're going to get back and forth, that is respect in my mind.
I mean, of course. Don't get me wrong.
The
but I'm just saying
agreement for disrespect is respect.
Yeah, for the other tiers that want to learn, don't ever.
Oh no! Kamori goes for the sneak attack on the Ana. And they got killed in the process.
Oh boy. Oh. Look at Three of a Kind with that page. A little bit more. Oh, well, it's looking like it's Three of a Kind's point.
Well, they do have they only have a couple on the payload.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is...
Well, actually, they are getting some of their recruits coming back from spawn.
Yeah, this
they got it.
Second point is... I knew it from the get-go, because the minute they just kept getting more picks, it was just, like, easy. I mean, don't get me wrong, anybody can win a team fight.
Oh, definitely.
But Three of a Kind just kept getting the necessary picks.
Unfortunately, Ryan ended up getting a long spawn, but they're getting a lot of good aggression here on...
Yeah, and the McCree is getting a lot of shots that he doesn't have. I mean, not Three of a Kind. But nobody's moving the payload!
Oh! Hey, you know what? That's okay. Win the fight, move the payload. Win the fight, move the payload. Sometimes that's what you end up needing to do.
But at the same time, you gotta remember that clock management. Oh boy. There you go. Three of a Kind is just getting those necessary picks. I can see a high noon coming.
Tire kind of getting stuck, coming out, trying to be a little sneaky. It may have been a little too far away. It does get taken out by Caption. I don't think they were roughly where they expected the team to be at that point in time.
Here we go. Will we see a high here? Yes, we do. There's no damage. Nice pick. Nice goal, boy.
This Junkrat choice here has been actually pretty good on the side of Outcast right now.
Yeah.
They can't seem to sustain, like, 3 of a kind can't seem to sustain themselves very long during a team fight.
This is a show. I like Outcast right now. The disrespect, which is respect for both teams. I love it. I love it. It's like, yeah, teabag us. You're not getting disturbed. I love it.
Monkey gets the nano. Unfortunately, out comes the... Oh! And Marvel bumps right into the enemy team. Oh yeah, it is.
Well, this is gonna be a res. This is gonna be a res. I would think. Reinhardt, no.
Axe. Just let it happen. Knew it was the end.
And number 3 teabag. Oh no. That you see.
We got Bob is now holding the point.
And another teabag from 3 of a kind. Oh.
Yeah, we got McCree who's literally teabagging on the point. Oh, I was gonna say for a second there, if they walked off of that, 29 seconds, not a whole lot of extra bank though.
They're gonna have a minute.
Yeah, but I just mean like, you know, because if the other team ends up having any more or less, right? Like having an extra only 30 seconds, like you have a minute 30 seconds if you get a second run on both teams.
Actually they have just a minute because they're under 30 seconds.
Even if the other team ends up getting, say like 15 seconds?
They both get a minute because they're both under 30 seconds.
Oh.
And actually under a minute. That doesn't add up.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely zero gain to this.
It makes sense though.
It just guarantees that they don't have like that 33% chance, that 33% single tick if Outcast get it all the way through. That's really all I guess it means then. Because if they did it in overtime, then
they still get a minute, I believe.
No, if it was in overtime and that they ended up getting in, and no, I'm just mean like if 3 of a kind had got it in overtime, there would be no time left on the clock, and then if Outcast pushes it all the way through with time left at all, they just got a minute in order to get 33%.
Yeah.
They don't even have to. They just gotta get 1 tick. And Reinhardt here going for that sneaky little like first little charge thing. He gets 12% right off the hop. That's a good little start. Same thing with Komori. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, we got a Torb in there actually.
They're going as we like to call the cock and ball torture.
Yeah.
Or hog ball torture.
In this case, right now, these 2 teams don't like each other. I'm telling you right now, these teams don't like each other. I love it. This is what I was looking for tonight. A battle of the top teams.
And Marvel on top of this Ashe. Almost got her too. If it wasn't for that Diva coming in to give some defense.
Girls is dominating. Mercy, you should have just let that work. Oh boy. Yeah, that Torb is going to be eliminated. Oh yeah.
Outcast, a nice, solid push.
Enemy turrets down.
Well, Torb is going to have all. And, interesting decision. But it looks like both teams don't have a main tank, so this is interesting. This is going to be fun. I didn't notice that until I looked up at the players. If I were me, I would back up a little bit. Maybe try to get high ground.
Fire in the hole.
And that's why I said that.
I get the idea. Here it comes.
And Diva Suit has also switched to the hamster, but he was not able to get out and back to his team. That's a bad stagger for 3 of a kind.
Right now, Three of a Kind is getting bullied. I love it. I love to see this.
This is going to make for a very interesting match when you actually see it going back and forth. And these guys are, like, Outcasts are now able to actually start bringing some of their A game back. They got warmed up.
And they got their S4T1. I like it.
Historically, though, with Outcasts, when they do happen to win against some of like the better teams in the league and everything, they usually end up taking it to 5 maps and everything. So it goes back and forth, and they just prove their own.
Oh my God! Look at Garrels. We gotta highlight Garrels real quick. He is just popping off right now. What ash? Take it away, Garrels. The spotlight is on you, kid.
Here it comes.
Oof. Oof.
As soon as I go to him too, it's just a series of missed shots, unfortunately. Not what you want to end up highlighting.
No, not that, but you missed the actual shots. Let's see what Garrels does. Okay, he's still trying to get himself. Oh, well, he hit his mark there.
Wow, they got a good chunk of time right now in order to try and get this final point. This is
in trouble. Is in big trouble. Oh, yeah.
If they can stabilize here, then this might actually be where they end up doing the majority of their hold. I mean, you forget, Outcasts ended up doing the majority of their hold at this point, too. They didn't have nearly, Three of a Kind didn't have nearly the amount of time in their bank,
Garrels,
but...
You're gonna have ult coming up, and if you're... What helps Outcast out is that they don't got a long spawn.
Yeah. Oh, Diva Suit almost finishing off that Lucio, too.
Carol's gonna start hitting that shot. Oh, boy.
Oh! And Diva Suit launches himself off the map. You hate to see it.
And Hammond.
Oh. And so both Hammonds are gone. Jeremiah gets out with the skin of his teeth, that little up and down zigzag in order to get out.
Ooh, right now, this is still a winnable fight. This is a winnable fight right now for Outcast.
That was good support from Light Emitter to try and help make sure that Jeremiah was able to secure the res.
Guess what? This is still an Outcast win right here.
Yeah, they're getting what they need right now. They have the numbers. Marvel taking some of the big players off of the off the map at the moment.
Oh boy, this is gonna. Oh boy. Oh my God.
That laser focus. Axe does get taken out, unfortunately.
Hammond is gonna be eliminated. This is oh wow, look at Garrels. They got a Widow. I don't know necessarily why they would go Widow.
We do have the numbers right now on point in favor of Outcasts.
Right.
But with the...
Lucy's gonna get probably eliminated. Oh yeah. Now this is definitely Outcast.
Oh, and the pick comes out. But they do get Garros back up. That's a big win for them to get him back into the mix. Beat's gonna come out from Light Emitter.
Yeah, but Mercy's not gonna make it. Bob will be on leash. Ash get one more. Pop that Bob. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Marvel does use the blade in order to force Moore, I think, back into the spawn. Ends up getting taken out by the burn and...
Are you kidding me right now? Dude, Kai is taking a lot of time off the clock.
Stall is real for them.
Are you kidding me? 3 of a Kind is gonna win this team fight. Wow. You gotta give respect where respect is due. That is the best defensive fight I've ever seen.
Their stall was pretty on point. They got, I think, some high key picks. They ended up needing.
Do that. There's no way you win that without an execution.
Caption accidentally knocked himself off the map. I'm not entirely certain if he does or not. Oh, and so does Ball. So they have no tanks left
Oh no, it's the Widow show. It's the Pine show. This is not. This man is not human. This is not fair. Just stop it. Stop it.
Just what they needed.
This
Kiro, he's a madman on the hit scan.
This is not fair anymore. Is this fair anymore? I don't even know.
Definitely. Oh! Gets hooked out! That's a solid pick. He was a little too cocky, got himself right up in the front lines. Right now, Light Emitter is bullying Komori. Keep wanting to say the other, like, there's like 3 different people. There's Kurishi, Komori, and Kiro.
And a G-back from the wow.
Nah Caption is bullying the
Oh my goodness. Oh,
another teabag from Kiro.
Oh, this is a heartbreaker defeat.
Oh man,
This is heartbreaking.
they may actually have pulled this one off in the final moments when they actually
Oh my
like
God.
things were looking dire for 3 of a kind. Like,
And
I'm not gonna lie,
teabag.
Outcast put a great fight up for that entire map.
C9.
It was that one long fight that actually switched everything around for 3 of a kind, because otherwise they should not have won that fight. And a blade from Komori.
I'm surprised.
I'm not
Can
surprised.
he just
Yeah.
get? Can he just get MVP? Can he just get MVP already? Or an honorable?
He's in the contenders for it. We still got another, more maps to go.
Yeah.
If we keep on this, like right now, Outcasts have to look for a reverse sweep at this point if they end up wanting to stay in the
Even
game.
having a shot. Yeah.
But this could be point match for 3 of a kind.
Well, I will be right back and get some water real quick while we take a quick break and get prepared for the next match.
Okay, so we're just waiting for a official map choice. It will go to Outcasts in order to choose their assault map. And we are bringing Alexis back in for Walnut.
Oh, and it looks like Boston Uprising lost. They got yeeted.
I mean, it's not surprising.
I mean, oh yeah, of course.
Which is why I actually think that the Vancouver Titans, like some of the negative negativity that they've got. I mean, the players themselves are actually decent players. They can't be held for the whole org's decisions and what's happened within the org.
Alright, listen, I'm sorry to cut you off. While the
No
next game gets prepared, let's see the shit talking that's going on. Excuse
There's
my language.
none
But-
actually at this point in time.
Hey, listen, Outcast. You guys said y'all were gonna come out with a fight. You better bring it next game and the rest of this series. Because right now, 3 of a kind is steamrolling.
I wouldn't necessarily, because I wouldn't necessarily say steamrolling. Outcast actually, for that, their attack almost all the way through to point B.
I'm still
C.
in shock.
Yeah, I know that one.
I'm very shocked.
I was actually
That
telling
one
them in the
should-
thing, it's just like...
That should have been Outcast. I'm not even gonna lie about that one. That one was just... Oof.
Yeah, and I even posted in the league game chat thing about it. It's just like, by the way, holy fuck, roller coaster of emotions for us here for that map.
Yeah, I'm totally surprised.
We were
And if you're
back
three
and
of a kind-
forth.
And if you're 3 of a kind, you gotta be the happiest team on Earth right now.
I mean, if they were winning money, they could have been happier, but you know.
I mean, I still think they're happy because they're in the first seed and stuff. So. Will they select the map is the question.
We are just getting that sorted right now. Light emitter is typing, so I am seeing that he is probably making that choice. I think he just needed to make sure which map type was next.
Come on, man! I want to see some more action. Listen, I know we're in the moment. I know we're having fun. It is prime time. You guys can pull off the reverse sweep. Pick a map.
Yeah, because then if we end up getting a win here from Outcasts on this map here for Assault, we would move into Escort, and then it would be nothing but control from then on in.
We would have to go back to Lingjai.
No, I would not even risk that one with the way that it was breaking. watch it go. If it would have been hilarious had we actually had a draw on Kings Row, a draw on the Assault map, a win from Outcasts on Escort, because at that point neither team would be 1-1 going into the tiebreakers. Which means that we would end up, and that would be, it's a first to 3.
Industries is going to be the next map.
Oh, Volskaya, here we go. Okay, so let's get that rolling.
God, how I can never say the first map. First name to it.
Volskaya?
Yeah, voice. Yeah, I'm not even gonna announce it. Screw it.
We'll break it down for you while we're doing this. It's Vol. Sky.
Sky.
Yeah. Volskaya.
Volskaya.
There you go.
I've been taught.
So you just gotta break it into sections. We can teach. We can teach here.
Yeah.
Heck, I will teach the viewers how to play Overwatch. Hilariously enough, do not take my advice. I'm a fucking.
I could take my advice. I could take my advice. I mean, I am a tier 1 captain, so if you want to learn from me, I mean, sure, we can have a segment right now. While I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, getting ready. I'm not a tank player, so I'm gonna leave it to the higher ranks for that one, and I'm not a support player. Now, if you want to learn DPS, depending who the characters you play.
Are you primarily a hit scanner or projectile?
Right now I'm playing more Torb than what I'm playing Soldier anymore. So.
All right,
yeah.
So we have. All right, no sub. We did have one sub come in, so Walnut Tail actually got subbed back out for us. Say so, Alexis. And then Outcasts are not doing any subs at this point in time. So we're going into map 4.
Did you get
Sorry,
your
3.
tokens?
So I'm an idiot. No, mine haven't come in yet.
No, you're right.
No?
Map 4.
Well, I guess technically map 4 because technically Lijiang Tower was a giant clusterfuck.
Yeah. Map 4, technically speaking. But this is map 3.
Yeah, it's officially map 3. Because, oh my god. And good luck to anybody out there that ends up having to watch us when it gets posted to YouTube being like, what the hell is going on with these folks?
Don't watch me, man. Don't watch me. No,
watch it. Just watch it. We want the views.
Ready for battle.
We want to be popular, guys.
Yeah. And I hear Independence Day coming up around the corner. I hear a Soldier versus McCree. I'm about to pop everybody off a Soldier.
Oh, fuck it, I gotta first you. God damn it.
Oh!
I'm on McCree. I've signed up for McCree's team.
Oh,
And I
you're
don't know
gonna need
why,
to-
because the funny thing is, so I am not a hit scan player. I am like I play DPS, but I primarily play like Genji, Doom, Mei, and Pharah and all that, right? So it's going to be a completely different. But I was screwed no matter which one I went. But I'm better with Widowmaker than I am with a tracking hero. Okay, we are going with a
Genji
full-on,
again.
and we are going with a full-on bunker.
Dive. We're going dive again, but this time we get. I know you can't take on that Torb Terran that long, Genji. Jesus Christ.
It's Torb plus Bastion, like that. This is going to be annoying for the Genji for sure.
Bastion is worse than Torb. Let's get that straight right now on Twitch. I will retire casting if I ever win.
We got both Torb and Bastion going right now, and they are rocking. Oh,
no.
that boop was mighty fine, actually, from Caption there to take them all off there.
I'm honestly surprised that they're playing Bastion. I'm just like, okay, but it's not gonna. Yeah,
Oh! They have knocked off. Knocked her out. Yeah. Well, I just meant, sorry, I was going to say she was trying to get the res off, but
Oh, okay.
and it looks like they're making some swaps in spawn. They're now going with a Sigma instead.
Oh, that'll do.
Honestly, I just don't see what was the Bastion move for. And I still don't see it.
Oh, and we got Garros here hiding, waiting for the wall to come off, get them split up. This is a solid split, actually.
But guess what? Their support players are eating, and so is Bastion.
That is
Unfortunate.
very unfortunate.
Guess what? You hate to see it. Actually, you love to see it because they just won't swipe off the Bastion.
And now they're just going to stop people from even getting outside of the doorway right now.
Wow, if they're doing
Some high-level strats right here, and 5 minutes left in the time bank. That is huge, and a way that they definitely want to end up trying to enter into the second
honestly,
round.
I don't know what I just saw from Outcasts. I don't even know if they tried. No disrespect. It's just like, my goodness.
The strat that they use, so I'm not gonna like in the grand scheme of things with having the Mei and everything on point B. That actually is a pretty good strat overall. The only thing that ends up kind of being unfortunate is the fact that they were going against the dive, right? So you're less likely to be waiting for a Reinhardt and Sigma or Orisa to walk through that door to trap them off. Luckily, they were able to trap off a McCree, but the D.Va is just going to fly right over top.
Right.
And same thing with the ball. So they were able to just, and the Pharah is not going to be troubled by that at all. I think it was just, it was a good strategy just against the wrong comp.
Yep.
Is really what it was, and Keegan's deciding to throw herself off the ledge himself.
Can I just say right now, I feel bad for the Overwatch League players because their first map is Lingside Tower. Hopefully, they don't go through the same thing we went through.
Well, well, they've already had like what? It was like the Defiant ended up having Cruz just die. That is a bad start for 3 of a kind right now. Nice hack that comes out. And they got a good main control over this point. Monkey in that. The Monkey Ball and Genji right now are working really, really well together for.
I don't know what happened, but you guys just got steamboat to the first point.
Are we going to end up seeing 2 rounds aside?
More so like 4 rounds, because if Outcast gets this without losing team fights, you know.
Oh, and he dives onto the Mercy, almost gets her, doesn't quite end up getting pulled out. Jeremiah keeping them alive, he got so low there.
Oh boy, the McCree is down, and the Sombra is down.
Light emitter trying to get some control over the fight themselves here. On top of that Brig, Blade comes out to get it. Caption unleashes Rage. Saved by that speed in the nick of time.
Does it again. Wins another team fight. It's gonna take a couple minutes off the clock.
It will stall it out. But with the way that they ended up taking point A, it's still very likely that they could end up taking point B if they kind of get another good momentum going, or if Three of a Kind ends up.
You're doing a great move. You're not allowing them to try to get to point. You're taking time off the clock. No, it's just like okay.
They have huge. Yeah, they have huge spawn advantage right now. So having, like for instance, Kuro just got picked. By the time the team actually is about ready to get to point, they're going to get into mode of like stagger view and everything like that. He's actually starting to come out right now. Out comes the EMP, which is huge, except for that does mean that... Oh, never mind.
Oh!
The Genji ends up getting the deflect on Kuro, stopping it.
What a res by the Mercy. Get it on the 4 minutes.
Yeah, they gotta burn that.
Might be on the 4 minutes. And it will be on the 4 minutes. What a move. Somebody's got to touch point.
And it is into the stagger zone.
And look at this, 3 minutes and 46 going down. Oh, what a savage by the Mercy. That is a savage move by the Mercy. Look at
Oh, and the panic of releasing that ult. Now it's Karishi's time.
Wow, Outcast is wasting a lot of time.
They need to get these picks, but unfortunately the picks are coming out slow enough that it's giving Three of a Kind enough time to get their people back, right? And with that huge spawn advantage, oh, the double teabag.
Oh no. Oh, if you're Outcast, you just gotta be frustrated. This is the second match in a row.
They got so close. So close.
Now,
one more push like that.
Look at the amount of time that came off the clock, though.
True.
That's all you need to do if you're doing fine. Getting more time off the clock, make them fight with a minute left. And it's gonna be looking that way now. Oh my god.
Caption gets hacked.
Another teabag.
Oh, and he goes right after the... Oh, he's looking for this stagger hard. He wanted it so bad.
Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, we will hit the 2-minute warning. Holy crap. This is not right. This is where you gotta say this is unfair. Boy, and the Mercy.
And the bomb doesn't really get anybody, it just gets a whole bunch of mines.
But guess what? Time is still coming off the clock. Time is still coming off the clock. See, this is unfair. This is unfair. Look at how... Oh, they have like 6 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. And now we're gonna hit the 1 minute mark. And if you're Outcast, I mean, pardon me, if you're Three of a Kind, you did a hell of a job on defense. I don't care what anybody says. They did a hell of a job on defense.
Definitely.
60 seconds.
Bringing this down to less than a minute.
They're gonna have a minute. It is not looking good for Outcast.
And they're coming up on EMP with a Bob.
We will have a score.
Time to raise my APM.
Oh, Kiro swapped over to a Torb, and Komori's gone off of the far into a Doomfist. Has he? Didn't he just have, like...
Oh, another matter. No.
Unfortunately, it does end up meaning that the Bob is not going to be coming out, because, Marvel did get picked off.
Oh, the board is too bad. Are you kidding me right now? What? This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking for me to see right now. Outcast. They had it, and they were kind. They will win this match. 3-0.
Yep, it will end up going 3-0 to 3 of a kind, which does secure a hard stance right now for 3 of a kind's standing. Right now, they've only dropped 1 map so far out of their games.
Yep. This is and they still did not win the team fight here. This is heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking.
Thanks for the love.
Ooh, I don't know. That's heartbreaking. Oh no. Come
So
on.
that puts them now at a +8 with
It said
3
GG,
wins.
It's over, right? Yes, it's over. 3 of a kind, you officially won. Stop it. Oh my god.
Alright, now the difficulty conversation. MVPs, and each team gets an honorable mention.
MVP is going to Komori for DPS.
Sorry?
I think I made that clear for Genji.
Oh, Komori.
Komori.
But if you had to
And
pick an honorable mention of their team...
Geos. Because my man's was popping off of Ash and everything.
Who?
Girls.
Oh no, there's an honorable mention for each team. So I was actually but so we'll if Gyros I actually kind of agree with Outcast side. He had lots of like moments where he was basically
Dominating. Yeah.
oh yeah, dominating.
Yeah. And for 3 of a kind's honorable, I'm going to give it to their off tank.
I
that
like
was playing
Diva
Winston.
Suit. Diva Suit was nutty. On the I think I actually wanted to give them MVP last time, but I don't think I ended up doing it. But because seriously, like their ability for peeling and there's a number of times, like for instance, like they had the Widow, literally just camping out behind the Widow, making sure, like doing basically, it's like this is what our carry is going to be. I just make sure that my carries. It's not about you make the flashy plays. It's not about you. Like it's doing what the team needs to, and I think that's
Right. I'm a little bit surprised in how this outcome came, especially for Outcast. It's just like they were right there. They had 2 winnable matches, especially King's Row. King's Row, they let that one get away big time. They had that match in the books, and 3 of a kind was completely in trouble in King's Row in that 3rd point.
same thing with Volskaya. Volskaya, they were just inches away from getting that cap with a lot of time in the time bank, which would have made things on pretty even ground for going into a second round for each team.
It was just like, that's heartbreaking. You just hate to see that, and it's just like, if you're Outcast, you gotta work on that, because you were right there. Those are 2 winnable matches in your hands. That got away from you.
But 3 of a kind, definitely no slouch in.
They're no joke. This
yeah.
team is no joke. This team is just like they came in, and even with the delays, even with the technical difficulties, they still came in. They pulled off the sweep on the first match. These guys, they knew what they wanted to do tonight. They executed their dominance. with a 3-0. They knew what they wanted to do tonight.
And I would also like to just thank both the teams and the captains for, even though we had our technical difficulties, like we were able to have you guys agree to things pretty,
Right.
maturely and like quickly for it to kind of just keep moving. So thanks both of you guys. Thanks Joseph for joining me this evening. But I think it's
Sure.
been about an hour and a half now. So we shall end this here. We have a bunch of games coming again yet tomorrow, I believe. Let me just go back to the schedule real quick here. Tomorrow, I think we got 3 games, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 4. Right now we have... No, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 games tomorrow. So we... Oh, no, 4. I'm missing that one. Okay, so we actually happen to have... Yep, noon. All of this is Eastern Standard Time, by the way. Noon, we have versus Devil's Horizon, which would be part of our Tier 5. ADL versus a brand new team in our Tier 1 lineup, Indecisos, at 2:30. Yeah, because that's a new team, and a bunch of these teams actually are coming from CGL and everything like that. So,
Hello.
I'm pretty sure that that 3 of a Kind plays within CGL as well.
Yes, they do. They play in CGL.
It is not surprising of like the quality that we end up getting here. Now that we actually have a couple more that are being brought in, as far as I'm aware, this should make some pretty competitive games coming up. Followed by 5 o'clock tomorrow, we'll actually have 9i, another brand new team in our Tier 3 range, versus the Berserkers, the Northbourne's Berserkers. And then we have a... I don't think I have the official name in here just yet. I need to actually get that. I think it's Neptune versus Culture Academy, which will be Tier 2, if I'm not mistaken. No. Sorry, that is not... Neptune is Tier 1.
Tier 1. That's a Tier 1 match, I believe, for tomorrow.
I don't know if I don't think I have the name. Invictus. Invictus is the one. They just joined in today. So Invictus versus Culture Academy will be at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, part of our Tier 2 lineup. So, many games. Let's have some additional fun, and good night, guys.